Hello students, let's learn math subject grade 9 chapter number 9. Chapter name is area of parallelograms and triangles. If you look at this first figure, you can see that this trapezium ABCD and this parallelogram EFCD have this DC as a common base, right? DC is common for ABCD and EFCD, right? So you can say that the base CD is the same for parallelogram and for the trapezium. Similarly, if you look at this figure 2, you can see this triangle ABC and triangle BDC have a common base BC. In figure 3, parallelogram ABCD and triangle PDC have the common base DC. Now if you take figure 4, you can see this triangle ABC and triangle DBC. They lie on base BC, which is common, and lie between parallels AD and BC, right? These two lines are parallel to each other, AD and BC. So you can say that in figure 4, triangle ABC and triangle DBC lie on same base, that is BC, and between the same parallels AD and BC. Similarly, in triangle PBC and parallelogram ABCD, they lie on same base, which is DC, and same parallels, that is AP and DC. So we will write it down in figure 5. Parallelogram, this is the short form for writing parallelogram ABCD and triangle BPC lie on same base, that is DC, and lie between same parallels, that is AP and DC. Right, these both are parallel to each other. Now let's see theorem 9.1. It says that parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallels, these are parallels, DC and AF is the same parallels and DC is the base, are equal in area, that is parallelogram ADCB and parallelogram EFCD, they both have the same area. So how will we start proving? First of all, what is to be proved? We'll write it. To prove area of parallelogram ABCD equal to area of parallelogram EFCD are equal. So we'll start with the proof. We have to prove that this triangle AED will be congruent to triangle BFC. If we prove that these two triangles are congruent, we can say that the areas of these parallelograms are equal. For this, we will start with in triangle AED and in triangle BFC, AD is parallel to BC and AF is transversal. Here angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. This both will be equal. Why? Because they are corresponding angles. corresponding angles. Okay. Now AF is a transversal, so ED is parallel to FC. Okay. ED parallel to CF, where AF is transversal. You know, when these two lines are parallel, the corresponding angles are also equal. So you can say that angle 2 is equal to angle 4. You can name this as equation 2 and you can name this as equation 1. We'll write it down. They are corresponding angles. And now we can say that AD equal to BC. Why these both are equal? Because they are opposite sides of a parallelogram. ABCD. We'll write it down. We'll name this as equation 3. We'll write it down. Opposite sides of a parallelogram. ABCD. So thus we have proved that triangle AED is congruent to triangle BFC by angle side angle congruency rule. Area of triangle AED is equal to area of triangle AED we have taken now BFC. We can say this by area of congruent triangles. Now we'll add area of EBCD. We'll add EBCD to this AED and we'll add area of EBCD to BFC, this triangle. So let's see what happens. We'll add this to both sides. When we add that parallelogram to the triangles, area of that triangle AED is added to area of that parallelogram EBCD. It will be equal to area of triangle BFC and plus add area of EBCD. We are adding parallelogram EBCD both sides. So this will become area of parallelogram ABCD equal to area of parallelogram EFCD. Thus we have proved. Now let's solve exercise 9.2. We will solve the second question. It says that if EFG, this EFGH are the midpoints of the sides of a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram and these are the midpoints. Like E is the midpoint of AB, F is the midpoint of BC, G is the midpoint of CD and H is the midpoint of AD. We have to show that the area of EFGH equal to half of area of ABCD. Will prove that. Now see, this is given that AB is equal to CD. Why? It is said that it is a parallelogram. So the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So we can write that AB is equal to CD. This information is given. We will write the reason. Now we will add half on both sides. if you add half on both sides, half of AB will be AE or BE. Here we will write BE, and half of CD is CG. So we'll write the reason, because E and G are midpoints of sides AB and CD respectively, and BE will be parallel to CG. Why we can say that? Because AB is parallel to CD, so their parts will also be parallel to each other. Now let us name this as equation 2 and this as equation 1. So we'll get from equation 1 and 2 BEGC. BEGC is a parallelogram. Hence you can say that area of this triangle GEF equal to half of area of this parallelogram BEGC. This we can name as equation 3. Okay. We'll write the reason of this, because if a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base. You remember we had learned the same base and between the same parallels. Then you can say that the area of the triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. You can say that similarly AB is equal to CD. This is given. Now here also we will multiply by half on both sides. So now half of AB will be, first we have taken BE, right? We have taken BE. Now we will write EA or AE. Okay. This will be equal to AE equal to DG. Right? Here we have already taken CG, so we will take here DG. Now we will write here the reason for that, because first of all we will name this equation as equation 4, and we will write because E and G are the midpoint of sides AB and CD respectively, and AE will be parallel to DG. Here we have proved that AE is equal to DG, and here we will prove that we have proved that AE is parallel to DG. Why? Because AB is parallel to CD, so their parts will also be parallel. Okay. Now from equation 4 and 5 we come to know BEGC is a parallelogram, right? This is equation number 5. Sorry, I forgot to mention. So Now from this equation number 4, AE equal to DG, we can also write that area of GEH triangle is half of area of parallelogram ADGE. This you name as equation number 6. Now when we add equation 3 and 6, adding equation 3 and 6, we get area of GEF. See, I'll show you which is equation number 3. See, this is equation number 3. GEF equal to half of area of parallelogram BEGC. Okay, so we'll add this to equation number 6, this GEH. So we'll add on the left hand side variables, and on the right hand side this will remain. Area of BEGC, half of area of BEGC parallelogram plus half of area of ADGE parallelogram. So this will become half of, now you see in this figure, GEF and plus GEH will get you this parallelogram EFGH. So here we will write parallelogram EFGH equal to half of area of parallelogram ABCD. Here BEGC and ADGC will give you the parallelogram ABCD. Thus we have proved. Now let us solve problem number 4. This, it says that P is a midpoint in this interior of a parallelogram ABCD. We have to show that area of APB plus area of PCD is equal to half of area of ABCD. And second, we have to prove that area of APD, this triangle plus this triangle, is equal to area of APB plus area of PCD. Okay, two things we have to prove. How will we start? First, we will construct from passing through this point, we will construct a line parallel to AB. So we will draw a line parallel. Now we will write that down. Passing through P, draw a line parallel to AB and name that line MN. Now AB is parallel to MN. This is by construction. We will write the reason. By construction it is parallel, and AM is parallel to BN. This AM will be parallel to BN. Why? Because AD is parallel to BC. Here it is given, this is a parallelogram. So opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So you can say, because of AD, the whole line is parallel to this line, so the parts is also parallel. And name these equations, equations 1 and equation 2. So now you will get from equation 1 and 2 we'll get ABNM is a parallelogram. Now here area of APB is half of area ABNM. Name this equation 3. We'll write the reason for this. Because if a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base and between the same parallels, then area of the triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. Similarly, DC is parallel to MN. Name this as equation 4. This is by construction. We had constructed that line MN. Okay, and we can say that DM is parallel to CN. Name this as equation 5 because AD parallel to BC. Right? This AD is parallel to BC. So their parts are also parallel. Now from equation 4 and 5 we get MDCN is a parallelogram. Hence you can say that area of PCD is equal to half of area of MDCN, and name this is equation 6. Now when we add equation 3 and equation 6, we will get area of APB plus PCD is equal to this plus this, that is ABNM plus MNCD, that is the whole parallelogram ABCD. Let's write it down. We'll write that down. Adding equation 3 and 6, we get area of APB plus area of PCD is equal to half of area of ABNM plus half of area of MDCN. This is equal to area of APB plus area of PCD equal to half of area of ABCD. Let's name this as equation 7. Now we'll try to prove the second part of the question. For that, let us read what we have to prove. We have to prove that area of APD plus area of PBC is equal to area of APB and plus area of PCD. The area of these two triangles is equal to the area of this plus this. So for that we will construct ABCD parallelogram, and where B is the interior, and we'll join a line parallel to AD through P, and we'll name that as line QR. We'll write what we have to construct. Construction is passing through P and parallel to AD, draw a line QPR. AD is parallel to QR, right? Both are parallel. How? By construction. Let us name this as equation 8. And AQ is parallel to DR. Why? Because AB is parallel to DC, so their parts will also be parallel. Let us name this as equation 9. Now from equation 8 and 9 we get AQRD is a parallelogram. Now hence we can write that area of APD, this area, is equal to area of AQRD, half of area of AQRD. Name this as equation 10. We'll write the reason: because if a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base and between the same parallels, then area of the triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. In the same way, BC will be parallel to QR. This is by construction. Let us name this as equation 11, and QB will be parallel to RC. This QB will be parallel to RC. Why? Because AB is parallel to DC, so their parts will also be parallel. We'll write down because AB parallel to DC. From the equation 11, and then let us name this as 12. 11 and 12 we get BCRQ is a parallelogram. Now hence you can say that area of PBC is equal to half of area of BCRQ. Let us name this as equation 13, and adding equation 10 and 13 we get area of APD plus area of PBC. Right? When we add this plus this, we will get area of AQRD plus area of BCRC. So it is the same as ABCD. So in place of these two, we will write ABCD, half of area of ABCD. Let us name this as equation 14. Now the final conclusion from equation 7 and 14, we get area of APD plus area of PBC will get area of APB plus area of PCD. Thus we have proved the required sum. Let's see what theorem 9.2 says. It says the two triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. We have to prove that they are equal in area. Now given triangle ADB and triangle ABC, they are lying on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and CD. So we'll write it down. ADB and triangle ABC on the same base AB and between the same parallels AB and CD. We have to prove area of ADB equal to area of ABC by construction. First we'll construct DE perpendicular to AB and CF perpendicular to AB. Construct DE perpendicular to AB and CF perpendicular to AB. Now the proof will start. Area of triangle ADB equal to half into base into perpendicular height. So this will become half into base is AB and height is DE. Here DE is equal to CF by construction. Okay. You can write down perpendicular distance between two parallels are equal. That is, this distance is equal to this distance. So you can write down half of AB into CF, right? Because DE is equal to CF. Here you can write down half of AB into CF equal to area of triangle ABC. Hence you can say that area of triangle ADB equal to area of triangle ABC. Thus it is proved that these two triangles ADB and ABC have equal areas. Let's solve exercise 9.3. We will solve the third sum. We have to show that the diagonals of a parallelogram divide it into four triangles of equal area. So for this we will draw a parallelogram PQRS. Here we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Therefore, you can say that PO is equal to OR and SO is equal to OQ. Okay, this SO is equal to OQ and PO is equal to OR since they bisect each other. Now in triangle PQS, PO is the median, right? PQS and PO is dividing SQ into two equal halves. So PO is the median. We'll write the reason for this. Reason is because SO is equal to OQ. Now we can say that area of PSO triangle is equal to area of triangle PQO. And let us name this as equation 1. We can say this because median of a triangle divides it into two triangles of equal area. You can say similarly in triangle PQR, QO is median. Reason for this is PO is equal to OR. PO equal to OR. Hence area of triangle PQO will be equal to area of triangle QRO. Name this as equation 2. Same way we will take triangle QRS where RO is median. We'll write reason for that because SO equal to OQ. We can say that area of QRO equal to area of RSO. We'll name this as equation 3. Now from all these equations we get from equation 1, 2 and 3 area of PSO equal to area of PQO equal to area of RSO. Hence we can say that in a parallelogram PQRS, diagonal PR and QS divide it into four triangles of equal area. Thus we have proved that. Now let's solve question number 12. It says that a villager Itwari has a plot of land of the shape of a quadrilateral. The Gram Panchayat of the village decided to take over some portion of his plot from one of the corners to construct a health center. Itwari agrees to the above proposal with the condition that he should be given equal amount of land in lieu of his land adjoining his plot so as to form a triangular plot. Explain how this proposal will be implemented. First of all, let ABCD be a quadrilateral of Itwar's plot. Now this ABCD is a quadrilateral of Itwari's plot. So now what we will have to do? First we will have to construct one line which will join this D and B. Okay. And through C draw a line parallel to BD, this line which meets AB, which is produced to F. This line AD is produced to F, and we have to draw line parallel to DB. Okay, so we will draw it. We have named it accordingly. This is M, this is C, this is D, and this point is F, which is produced to F, this one. Now we will join D and F. Now two triangles, triangle CBD and triangle FBD, are on the same base BD. This is the same base BD, and between same parallels BD. Parallel to CF. BD is parallel to CF. Hence we can say that area of triangle CBD equal to area of triangle FBD. Okay, we can say this why? Because triangles on the same base or equal bases and between the same parallels are equal in area. Now subtract area BDM from both sides. So we will write it down. Area of this CBD minus area of BDM equal to area of this FBD minus area of BDM. Now when you subtract the CBD from BDM, will get CMD. So what will remain? Area of CMD will be equal to area of BFM. Hence we can say that in place of triangle CMD, if triangle BFM is given to Itwari, his plot becomes triangular. Triangle ADF. ADF will become triangular. With this we have completed chapter number 9.